What is up, my valid peeps? Cadian here. Today I am here for a bit of a last minute video to discuss something rather exciting, and that is the reveal of the next Kamen Rider series that will be following the currently airing and soon to end Kamen Rider Revice, Kamen Rider Geats. So here I'll be going over everything that's been revealed in the last couple days, whether it be official or leaked, and I'll be leaving some sources for the information in this video down in the description. Be sure to leave your initial thoughts on Geats in the comments below. Like, subscribe and share this video, support me via Patreon for £2 a month to see videos early, and now, let's get started. So we'll be going through the reveals in chronological order, and the first thing I'll be talking about is this, part of a poster teasing the winter movie crossover between Geats and Revice, which gave us our first look at Reiwa's fourth main rider. I gave my initial thoughts on Geats' design over on my Twitter. Go follow me there, by the way, I'm nearly at 400 followers. And that was that, apart from the helmet and the belt, Geats' suit kind of feels like something from the Heisei era. A bit more complex than the other base suits the Reiwa era has given us so far. Something interesting about Geats' design is that it appears to be split in half horizontally, with modular armor parts that look like they could be swapped between the top and the bottom. As could be taken from the helmet, Geats is a fox-based Kamen Rider, which is an unusual animal to use for a main rider, but I'm interested to see how the design evolves as Geats gets powered up throughout the show. Here's the full version of the main poster. Not much more to take from this other than the release date for the crossover movie being the 23rd of December, which is a Friday. Now this is a big one. Late yesterday, Kamen Rider Geats' official Twitter went public, and following it we got this awesome looking poster, showing Geats from a lower angle with a futuristic background and fireworks behind him. Geats looks awesome in this, and there's some interesting parts to this poster, so I'll break it down a bit. So first up, off to the side, is a cut-off image of the driver with the name above it. It's cut off, but safe to say it's called the Desire Driver. An alliterated driver name isn't one we've had in quite a while. It sounds pretty cool. Next to it is some text reading Game Start, with the date of the 4th of September. So it looks like that'll be when Geats is starting, leaving Revice at a max of 50 episodes. In the back to the right we have a couple of interesting things. First is what looks to be a revolver with the letters M-A-G-N in front of it. Now given Geats wields a gun, this probably reads Magnum, which is presumed to be at least part of the name of Geats' base form. To the right of it looks to be a company logo, with the letters DGP and a crown looking symbol above it. It doesn't mean much at the moment, but I'll go more into it later. Now I'll talk about some of the details of Geats' suit. First up is Geats' currently unnamed gun, which looks rather simple in design, but rather than being a handgun compared to most guns in Rider, it's a sniper rifle, a very interesting choice. Secondly for the suit is a close-up of the belt, which appears to be made up of two sides. What looks like our gimmick for the series, probably for the white top half of Geats' suit if I had to guess, and the other side has a bike handle, perhaps the second gimmick that's used for the orange bottom half of the suit, with what looks like an emblem of Geats, his helmet, at the centre. Thirdly for the analysis of the poster is a focus on Geats' foreleg, with what appears to be an exhaust pipe. Now pairing this with the bike handle on the belt, this could be linked to Geats' rider machine, or perhaps Geats' rider kick is initiated with the bike handle and executed with the left foot, which would be different compared to most rider kicks which are done with the right foot. Finally for the poster, Geats appears to have a scarf, something not seen on the main rider base suit since Kamen Rider Double 13 years ago, which is awesome. A little while later, Toei revealed some details for Geats, which, thanks to Special Form 12 over on Twitter, have been translated, so let's go through it. Firstly is the tagline for the series, perhaps even Geats' catchphrase, being, "In the end, victory will be mine." Then this is interesting, the Kitsune survival game rider joins the fray. So it sounds like Geats will be some sort of survival game battle royale. That sounds rather exciting. And I drew this from the poster before, Kamen Rider Geats will be starting on the 4th of September at 9 AM on TV Asahi. Continuing the thread, the next thing we have is the synopsis, which reads as follows. A man named Ukyo Eisu throws himself into a mysterious survival game known as the Desire Grand Prix to protect the world from the deadly Yamato. Participants transform into Kamen Riders and aim to survive, accumulating points by defeating enemies and saving lives. The victor of the Desire Grand Prix wins the right to realize the world as they desire. Geats' user is a mysterious and confident young genius whose motif is a fox. With a black undersuit and armor with a futuristic weapon and muffler extending from his red boots, just who is he? So yeah, as the tagline implied before, Geats will be about a battle royale involving saving people from the villains of the series, the Yamato. And it's got some Ryuki vibes with the survival element and wish fulfillment for the victor of the battle. And going back to DGP, I'm gonna guess that company will be the organizer of this Desire Grand Prix. Given the battle royale nature of this series, we might be in for a lot of riders again, just 2 seasons after Kamen Rider Saber and its count of 13 riders. And as I just said, several riders will be in this survival game, and each will have unique aspects that will be revealed at a later date. You can watch Geats themselves in action right now by watching Kamen Rider Revice's movie, Battle Familia, in theatres. Though for us Western folk, our first look at him in action will be in the TV series starting in September. Lastly for the thread is the staff that will be working on Geats. So our directors will be Shojiro Nakazawa, who worked on Wizard and X-Aid, and Teruaki Sugihara, who's worked on all of Reiwa so far. Our head writer will be Yuya Takahashi, who previously worked on X-Aid and 01. 01 is currently my favourite series of Rider, so this is rather exciting. The action director will be Satoshi Fujita, who was previously the suit actor for Kamen Riders Valkyrie and Kenzen. Lastly, the producers will be Chihiro Inoue, who worked on Kamen Rider Beyond Generations, and Naomi Takebe, who was in the crew for O's and Gaim. One final thing to cover for the video is a page from what looks like a leaflet advertising Kamen Rider Revice Battle Familia, featuring Geats in 3 different poses. The most interesting one of these though is Geats' blank suit, which is pointed out by Thomas Jujubi over on Twitter, will be the first rider since Deno 15 years ago to be able to directly access their undersuit as a form of their own. That's a neat tidbit, honestly. So that's all the stuff revealed for Kamen Rider Geats in the last couple days. This sounds like some exciting stuff, and if you're excited too, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video, and I will see all you valid peeps in the next video.